Okay, so this is the recovery, and it's far from over. The recovering or strengthening of the purchasing power of the US dollar is both incredibly obvious but amazingly unrecognized. Lots of people actually are witnessing the ongoing recovery of the purchasing power of the US dollar and then calling it a collapse in the purchasing power of the US dollar. While that mislabeling is totally absurd and silly nonsense, it is also quite popular. More and more popular month after month recently. In fact, you may know quite a few people talking about an emerging threat of inflation, and you may even have been one of them. Most people do not recognize the simplicity of it because they do not even consider the possibility that the US dollar could simply be recovering purchasing power. Most people did not know that they may have been grossly undervaluing cash because of easy access to credit. They've been overvaluing credit, presuming that they will continue to have easy access to credit, which relates to an undervaluing of actual cash. So most people are probably concerned because they are still grossly undervaluing the US dollar and still grossly overvaluing credit and real estate and stocks and so on, perhaps because they own lots of those still grossly overvalued assets and hope that some government or central bank can save them from the behavior of all humans in relation to their new increasing preference for actual cash US dollars over accountings of credit, such as those denominated in US dollars, debts, mortgages, credit cards, pay-as-you-go tuition, or pay-as-you-go for furniture or stereo, buying things on credit, whatever sort. So, when will the Savior protect us from the recovery of the purchasing power of the US dollar? When will the Savior correct this horrible recovery? Fix it, interrupt it, stop it, cancel it, and guarantee in writing that the credit bubble of the U.S. economy will resume its inflating and stop the deflating that has been going on for several years now. Okay, fine. Let's just get this over with. That's probably the question that many people are asking, so here we go. I hereby admit publicly that I am your personal Savior, and as your new Savior, I promise you, yes, in writing, this very writing which you're now reading, if you're following along with the written portion, that I'm guaranteeing that no matter what investments you already have, they will produce the best results ever, and you do not have to change anything. You do not have to sell things that are overvalued. Just forget that I said anything about overvalued. In fact, that wasn't me. Instead of you adjusting your behavior, I will arrange for all of the rest of humanity to adjust their behavior so that their behavior makes the specific investments that you already have increase in purchasing power. If your investments have lost value, I hereby guarantee that the recovery has already started of the lost value, and further, that a continuous and accelerating increase in the purchasing power of those specific investments you already have is underway now and eternally, unchangeably. Yes, this goes for all of you, no matter what your various investments. If you have a bunch of cash, I guarantee that your cash will increase in purchasing power more than anything else. If you have a bunch of real estate, I personally guarantee to you that your cash will increase in purchasing power more than anything else. Oops, no, I mean your real estate. Or if you own stock market investments, I guarantee that those will increase in purchasing power more than anything else. Again, no matter what specific stock investment you may already have. US, Mexican, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, Korean, whatever. Oh, and if you own a bunch of bonds for any government or corporation, I guarantee that those will be the best possible investments for you to already have. In other words, whatever investments you already have, I personally guarantee those to be the very best investments of all possible investments, and not just temporarily, but forever. You don't ever have to adjust any of your investments ever again. However, I did say that there was some bad news, right? Well, once you elect me Holy Roman Emperor, in addition to relieving you of any concern for personal responsibility regarding the future purchasing power of whatever investments you already have, I also promise to relieve you of your ownership of them. Remember, that's just what emperors do. Seriously, what did you expect? You may know the proverb that God helps those who help themselves. Obviously, that is just wacky. Worship me, your personal savior, Satan. I guarantee that whatever you think you want to hear, I will tell you. Anyway, now we've got all that out of the way. Who's going to be the next to personally adjust to the emerging recovery of the purchasing power of the US dollar? Who's ready for me to assist them in investing safely and wisely, receiving easy gains consistently? Anybody? No one? Anyone? Hello? Is anyone there? Is this microphone? Is this on? Can you even hear me? What's that? You want me to tell you what? Oh, okay. First you want me to tell you when the U.S. economy will recover. Well, isn't that an unusually interesting question? So when will your investments recover? No, oh no, sorry. Okay, when will the U.S. economy recover? Right. I apologize if I ever implied in any way that you were actually interested in the value, the future value, or current value of your own personal investments. Obviously, given the last few years of complacency, you have no personal interest in the value of your own investments. Right? That's what you're demonstrating. No, am I wrong? You just want to know, like any good nationalist, patriot, dependent ward of the bank, when the U.S. economy will recover, and like when will the government or the banks or the foreigners deliver to me by Federal Express the economic recovery that I've been waiting for. Okay, so let's just take a quick little peek at a chart of the last 18 years of the U.S. stock market, so we can like assess this thing. Okay, when will the U.S. economy recover? Okay, I give up. I will look at the chart with you. Okay. By the way, I'd like to apologize about the chart. You can see the one with the red line at the bottom and the blue line over that. Just ignore that blue line. Just pretend it is not there. I am so embarrassed about this. Of course, no, you don't want to know about stock markets that are currently making all-time highs. Like the blue line charted above of the price of the stock market of Mexico. You just want to know when the recovery of your own personal, right, not your own personal, I mean the recovery of the U.S. stock market and U.S. economy and so on. Yes, exactly when that recovery is going to happen. Precisely how soon exactly. And when the horrible recovery of the purchasing power of the U.S. dollar will end. Keep in mind, by the way, that we know that the recovery in people's demonstrated behavioral valuing of cash cannot actually be happening because our personal savior on TV said that she is really concerned about inflation, so we should be too. Okay then. The red line is for the U.S. Again, I'm so sorry about confusing things by showing you the data for the ongoing strong activity of the Mexican stock market, up a measly 2,600% in the last 18 years. So back to the red line for the U.S. I will personally let you know when it recovers to a new high. Yes, just as soon as it recovers to a new high, I promise that I will personally let you know. Just a moment, please. Thank you so much for your patience, by the way. We apologize for the delay, and while you're on hold, we'd like to remind you how much we value your loyalty as our customer. Okay, yes, I'm still watching the line very closely. Are you looking too? Again, thank you for doing business with the U.S. economy. You know, it does not appear to actually be recovering right at the present moment, but let's just give it another few seconds. Oh, I know. Have you checked to see if your unit is plugged into the wall? That's a common issue. Hey, I think I have something here. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at that. We'll do another video segment for that.